Hello, I'm Dave Jackson, just a layperson. It's November 2025. I'm giving my view about what would happen if Russia went to war with Europe because Europe decided to put NATO's troops into Russia. First of all, let's have a look who would join Russia in war. It would be Iran and it would be China, two massive forces there. And first thing that happened then is Iran, I wrote this down so I don't forget. Iran would close the streets of Hormuz. I can't even say it. Hormuz, right? Now, when it closes that strait, this is between the Caspian Sea in the north and the Persian Gulf in the south. It would close it to lots of shipping, so it would affect everybody's imports and exports. But let's take it one step further. Iran makes the latest and best drones in the world. They would supply them to Russia and China. China is extremely advanced in artificial intelligence, quantum computers, and warfare. They've been practicing this for years. Now, they could lead to a war with Japan very quickly. Now, for history books, China has never had a peace agreement with Japanese because Japan invaded China in 1931 and stayed there till 1945, till the Japanese were defeated. During that time, the Japanese killed 20 million Chinese people. And I have no idea how many they injured and tortured. And so they've never forgiven the Japanese. And of course, then we can't forget about Russia. Russia understands the latest warfare. Europe doesn't. And also, Russia's built up its industrial military machine. It's producing more weapons now than what it's ever produced. Europe hasn't. What's happened with Europe and Britain is we've de-industrialised. This is not like World War II, when the Japanese attacked the Americans. Americans had a vast industry that could swap over to building planes and ships and all that hardware they needed. In Europe, it can't be done because we haven't got it. Also, the Russians have now got a lot of experience in war. And they've tried all these new weapons out. Europe hasn't. And Europe, as a people, in majority, are pretty soft. They couldn't stop out all night in the trenches. This is not the same as World War II when men and women were a lot tougher. Another thing is, the first thing that the Russians would do is hit our electrical system. So we've got no power to produce anything. We know because this is what they've done in Ukraine. They did the water system. And what would happen in Europe is, we'd be struggling to buy food because there'd be no imports. There'd be a mass exodus from Poland and places like that, all the way across Europe to UK. UK cannot feed itself because they haven't invested in farming. They made it hard for farmers to produce food. It would be total chaos. Britain has demilitarised, and most soldiers now aren't as fit as what they should be. They haven't got the weapons to fight with that they should have. And what we talk about is, the government talks about, okay, we've got 70,000 soldiers in the army, say. But what they don't talk about is, the frontline soldier needs at least 3 people supporting it in the background in a war. It's not just a soldier fighting on their own. There needs lots of support from the weapons and from the food. and from the transport. It's never ending. We haven't got the same engineers we once had. As aircraft and all those weapons now are very technical and need a lot of maintenance, they need the parts and won't get them. So if we do go to war with Russia, all Europe's going to be in a mess. And what do I know? I'm just a layperson. Know that if conscription come in, that my grandkids will go to war, fighting with somebody in Ukraine that they don't even know, and they don't even know where Ukraine is anyway. That's sad, isn't it? That's all from me, Dave. Good day.